Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of RefGuess. This one is brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook, and it's All-Star Week, baby, so we are doing an All-Star edition of RefGuess. That is so obvious, but I used my trusty StatHead tool to find me the most valuable players ever that only made one All-Star team, and that is the real theme of today's episode. One-time All-Stars. Who are some of the best, most notable players that only made one All-Star team? And as for hard mode, who's a surprising player who you may not remember that made an All-Star team? Let's go into easy mode.
All right, we have a Yankee and only a Yankee. This guy was an outfielder. He was a center fielder, but primarily a left fielder. This guy made an All-Star team.
Does make me happy. I remember that All-Star game. I think that was the Cincinnati one.
God, this guy. We were in the weeds with this guy, man. Ignore the homers in 2017 and 2019.
2015 Yankee. Man, this guy's the man, bro. I miss him.
Oh, come on, Charlie. If a single person in this office gets this wrong, I don't know, I was going to say I'll threaten to fire them or something. I don't have that power. But if I did have a vote, it's something that would come into consideration.
So we have a 14-year Yankee with one All-Star, one Gold Glove who just retired 3 years ago. Is this person very bald?
I think if you're going All-Star teams with the best hair, he would definitely be on it because he had absolutely none of it. I don't know why. I felt like this left fielder played more recently than 2021. One of the longest Yankees at some point after the World Series win. It was him and CeCe were the longest Yankees tenured guys. And then it was just down the BG.
Only the one Gold Glove. Led the league in steals once, and they kind of just told him no more. Yankee leading the league in triples is crazy. That stadium suppresses extra base hits. This is Brett Gardner.
It's that ball head of his. Brett the Hitman Gardner.
This is CeCe Sabat. No, this is Brett Gardner.
Very bald Brett Gardner?
Give me Brett Gardner.
I hate Brett Gardner. It's one of the best phone calls that's ever been made. And you know what's funny, Jolly?
It's funny.
The Yankees, since 2021, needing a defensive-minded, contact-hitting lefty left fielder. 2 bolds on the page. Good for Uncle Brett.
There was some other year that I think he somewhat narrowly missed and I felt deserved it.
One-time All-Star. I didn't even know he made it. It's kind of nuts.
Like Brett Gardner.
Love you, Brett.
A quick thank you before we get on with today's action to DraftKings for sponsoring today's video. Right now, if you use promo code JINBaseball, you can bet $5 on any wager and win $150 in bonus bets. You can bet on all the different baseball games that are going on once we're back from All-Star break action. And if sports betting is not yet legal in your state, you can still get in on the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy. There's a ton of ways to get involved, so download their app right now and use promo code JINBaseball when you do. All it takes is a simple $5 wager, and you get $150 in bonus bets instantly. It's a hell of a deal, and thank you to DraftKings for sponsoring today's video. Now let's go to medium mode.
Don't touch that dunk to dunk. Oh, Chris Carpenter.
Medium time.
Medium.
Okay, this is an Angel. Tron Figgins.
Nope.
Catcher. Ooh.
Oh gosh, I know who this is, and I'm not gonna get his fucking name.
Okay, catcher, first base, homers. Okay, I feel like I have them.
Okay. We have a catcher. Pretty underrated career on this guy, too, I would say. I feel like I say that way too much in RefGuess to the point that not all of these guys can be underrated, Max. That's how rating works.
His All-Star appearance was with Texas in 2012. Buddy, come here. I need your help on this one. This person was a catcher.
Can you tell me who it was?
Catcher who played a little first base, too.
He said, tell me who it was.
I don't know if I know.
Damn, dog. Was he only a catcher 1 year? Not a catcher. Why do I keep saying that shit?
All-Star.
Was he only an All-Star 1 year?
Yeah.
Was this his best year? It wasn't even his best year.
We have an Angel, we have a Ranger, we have a Red Sox, we have a Ranger again. We have a Cleveland Guardian / Indian, I think Indian at the time, and a Texas Ranger. Catcher, first baseman. I actually do have the name. It got to me quick. I was worried I was going to say an AJ Przinsky or a Mitch Moreland type of vibe.
Red Sox World Series and part of the Rangers runs. Okay, that does feel right. I didn't realize he didn't catch for Boston at all.
This guy, World Series champ, and then lost a World Series. So, okay, evens out. Masher. Kind of surprised he only made one All-Star team. I'm trying to think, was there like an obvious AL catcher who made it all those years over him?
Salvador Perez.
Yes.
Joe Mauer.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Duh. He had a 30-homer year that he didn't make the All-Star team as a catcher. That's kind of crazy.
We have 5 years in LA, Texas. Who was the catcher for the Angels when the Phillies won the World Series?
Had a beard like you.
Oh, this is an MLB The Show goat.
Oh, is he?
This page reeks of Mike Napoli, but I haven't even read it yet. But that's a lot of pop from a guy that did catch for a little bit. Another fantasy icon for a while there. I mean, catcher eligibility with a 1 OPS. Big Mike down in Tejas, bro.
So shout out to him going back to Texas, though. Remember him because of his beard, Mike Napoli.
But the name came to me. This guy's a first base coach right now, too. I'll be honest, at catcher early in his career, I'm surprised he was only a one-time All-Star. A catcher that gave you 20-plus home runs in like 6 consecutive years. This is Mike Napoli.
Left field gets back to Texas. He's somebody's first base coach now, I want to say. This would be Mike Napoli.
Yeah, Mike Napoli.
Tommy.
You want to say Mike Napoli into the mic?
Mike Napoli.
Mike Napoli is correct. Roman is perfect.
Money.
This episode. He knows ball, baby.
He knows ball.
I mean, not a defensive stalwart, which we value from our catchers. Sure. Yeah, big Mike Napoli.
Do you remember him as an Angel, or do you like? I seen him as a Red Sox, but I feel like I remember him.
I remember him as a Red Sox, or I guess as a Ranger, kind of.
As a Ranger, kind of.
Awesome baseball name. He's still in baseball, right? I think he's like a base coach for the Cubs or something.
Somewhere.
Hard.
The hard is Mariners great Brett Boone. Next.
Hard time. Charlie said I'm not going to get it, so this is how you prove the haters wrong, by getting it instantly.
I didn't say that.
Hard mode. This one's hard, buddy.
Oh, God. All-Star in 97, like the second year of his career.
Oh, Charlie, retired 2006. You can't do that to me. A little bit of Yankees in there. That'll help. Okay, shortstop mostly. Pittsburgh, Arizona.
1 year Yankee. 2005. That should be big for me.
Ooh, you busted out an old on us, Charlie. Thank God for Mom and Dad for staying two together, because we don't know how. When you get a chance, bring up Quentin McCracken's baseball reference, and you're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
0.3 WAR, no All-Star nods.
Yeah.
Swipe some bags, though.
Sure did.
Oh, gosh, Jolly. Oh, he's a snake. All right, we have a pirate. We have a snake, a diamondback. Nice. Rocky, Cub, Cardinal, Yankee, Red, and Cub. Sheesh, this guy fucking bounced around.
This one's hard. He was an All-Star in his second season with the Pirates in 1997. Came up a second baseman, ended up at a little bit of shortstop, played all over the place for the Yankees in 05.
Oh, God. All right. What's this guy play? Second base for Pittsburgh. Then he went to, who the hell goes from second base to shortstop?
This guy was responsible, played a pretty big role in one of the most heartbreaking games in Yankees history, which happened a month before I was born. Holy crap, this guy played 108 games for the Yankees with a 50 OPS plus. That is
fast,
crazy.
He was fast.
He had 27 bags and 82 hits. That's wild.
I feel like I do immediately know who this is. I wouldn't have guessed more left field than second base. It's the opening day second baseman that year. I think that's right, though. He's on the 01 Diamondbacks team.
Oh, wow. I was not expecting infield. We're playing shortstop and outfield with my Snakes.
So this guy was a shortstop for your Arizona Diamondbacks, Colorado, Chicago, St. Louis, New York, Cincy, and Cubs. So he played right before Stephen Drew. Oh, it's not going to be him either. Fuck. It's not Greg Callens, obviously, because he did the Milwaukee stints. The name that popped into my head, but this guy was better than this player, no offense to who you are. Jay Bell popped into my head. But he was a second baseman and shortstop, but I don't think he was this bad in comparison.
He had 72 stolen bases in 1999?
No way.
Nah, there's no way. I don't think he has a card, because I would know. He'd have a 70 stolen base card for sure.
I know this guy. Why'd you put him here? Charlie, this guy broke my heart. I don't like that. You brought me down. This guy was not necessarily a good Yankee, because I feel like they brought him They brought him here because of what he did in 01. In 01, his numbers weren't crazy, but like.
It being more left field than any other position is really freaking me out. I would have guessed second base than center field is like his two biggest. And shit a lot. That's really weird.
I think this is an all-time name team, which is crazy because it's not a crazy name. Something about it feels good. I think it reminds people of Wombat. God, this guy was a pest. Was he good?
No.
No. That's always tough. Didn't get on base. 673 OPS.
Oh, no, I do know. The stolen base has got to me. Yes. TW.
Sparkle snack.
Are we submitting
1 second,
Sparkle
bud.
Snack?
We are going to submit Manny Para.
Fun name to say, though. I'll give him that. Tony Womack.
I have to just say Tony Womack and move on.
This is Tony Womack.
Tony Womack.
Is this Tony Womack? This is a mean one.
Mean.
This is a mean one.
Tony Womack.
Tony Womack.
Tony Womack.
Dalton's so mad at me right now.
Dalton might be peeved at you.
I'm actually happy about that.
05 Yanks. That's the team most in my brain.
Great name for no reason. I think it's the Wombat thing.
Snake Legend bounced around, but yeah, he was on that World Series team.
You know, I don't want to boast too much. I'm proud of myself on that one.
Yeah,
That's like one that I think could have stumped me and people would
I
have
was
been
gonna
like,
say,
oh,
if you
yeah,
got stumped
older
and
guy.
bellyached, I would have had no sympathy for you because
I don't think I would have had that without the Yankees. Maybe though, one Diamondbacks would have given it away, but
Well, poor Shelfy is still down in the dumps. Everybody made it to my trivia question today except for him. So let's see who can grab those 2 extra points with a trivia question that I like a lot, and you may already know the answer to. There's only one player in MLB history who has over 40 career wins above replacement and no All-Star nods. Who is that player? Now, I'm going to let our players know that this is an Angels position player. That's the only hint they get. Let's see who can figure out who it is.
No All-Star nod. He only played for the Angels?
He only played for the Angels.
I'd be surprised if this guy had 0, but I'm going to be surprised if any guy that has 0. That's like the point. That's like why it's a fun trivia.
Right.
Saying Steve Finley and getting out.
It is not Steve Finley, unfortunately.
Probably got an All-Star.
Angels? Ooh. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to my uncle's Angels.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I feel like Jim Edmonds took a lot of this guy's, but he was so good. I don't know if this guy ever made I don't remember him in an All-Star game, but he should be in one or in a couple. Could it be Garrett Anderson?
Garrett Anderson made 3 All-Star teams.
Ah, yeah.
I think I know this one, Jolly Olive.
Yeah?
I think I've just heard the question before, and that's
okay.
why I know it.
There you go.
I believe that his last name could be in like connections with a certain other current Angels outfielder who's really good at baseball. I believe this is Mr. Tim Salmon.
Former Rookie of the Year,
Former Rookie of the
criminally
Year.
underrated ball player, never
Really good ball
made
player.
an All-Star team.
Okay, so when we're going through Angels lore, whole career with the Angels?
Dang. Yep.
Well, I think that's a big part of the reveal because that eliminates a lot of guys. I'm going to guess, is it the other fish, Tim Salmon?
Tim Salmon is correct. Former Rookie of the Year, 299 home runs, 1,000 RBIs, 900 OPS.
Ball player.
Never
Those
made an
teams
All-Star
were-
team.
A problem.
Like it could be Salmon, it could be Troy Gloss, and this sucks because I'm gonna say the name that's right, and I'm gonna choose the wrong one. I do this every time. Whine about it, loser. One of them played for the Diamondbacks. I think it was Troy Gloss. I don't think Salmon played for them. Oh shit! Who is the other outfielder they had? It's one of 2 answers. It's either Salmon or Anderson. We're now down to a great 50-50. Maybe neither of those are right.
Notoriously bad at 50-50s.
Charlie, can I just know, is one of those guys right?
Yeah, one of them's right.
Fuck, mate. I am notoriously bad at 50-50s.
Yeah.
Give me Anderson.
The correct answer was not Garrett Anderson. The correct answer was indeed Tim Salmon, who hit just under 300 home runs, over 1,000 RBIs, an OPS plus of 122 in his career. No All-Star nods to show for it.
Did you have fun? Did you enjoy that? I didn't enjoy that.
I had a really good time. Well, there's a reason these are the 2 at the top. Jake and Max came away with the correct answer on today's trivia question. It was the long-lost distant cousin of Mike Trout, Tim Salmon, the former Rookie of the Year, never made an all-star team, and he definitely deserved to. Go check out his baseball reference page if you haven't already. That guy was a great player. Shout out to those two players. Shout out to everybody for a great showing today, and shout out to you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like on the video, and tune in next Thursday when we're back for another episode of RefGuess. I'll see you then.